This is what's even more crazy, that we were in the tenement and these kids actually knew Ronnie from the internet. These kids that live in the tenement can go on YouTube and find another Filipino b-boy from across the world. And then next thing you know, they're dancing together. That shit is beautiful to me. You couldn't do that when I was a kid. I couldn't go online in 1989. Are you kidding me? You know how hard it was for me? Do you know how hard it was for me to find another Filipino comic in 1989 without the internet? Do you know how hard it was for me to just find another Filipino in 1989? It was hard. That's why I wore the Filipino flag on my chest when I did The Tonight Show. A lot of people always ask me, why'd you wear that flag on your chest when you did The Tonight Show? Because I wanted other Filipino kids that wanted to be a comic be inspired when they saw me that night. If they saw me that night, they would be like, yo, I can do that too. That's the only reason why I wore it that night. Actually, there is one other reason why I wore it that night. Because the night after I taped The Tonight Show, the day after, there was a journeyman fighter, a Filipino journeyman fighter by the name of Manny Pacquiao. He was fighting Antonio Barrera. This guy was knocking everybody out. There was no way Manny could have won that fight. There was no way. If you would have bet the house on Manny that night, you'd still be spending that money today. He wasn't supposed to win. And the whole world watched, and I couldn't wait to watch. I was like, yes, finally, there's gonna be a Filipino at the top of his game, getting ready to represent the Filipinos. I couldn't wait. Everyone was watching that on pay-per-view. Hundreds of millions of people watched that fight. And then he won. He fucking won. He won. And I remember just watching it like, oh my God, he won. It was amazing. Because I knew that was the day that hundreds of millions of people were gonna hear the thickest Filipino accent ever. Like, it was so fucking thick. It was the thickest Filipino accent, and I was so happy. I was like, that's my fucking accent right there. I remember that interview like it was yesterday. Like, so Manny, how did you prepare to fight Antonio Barrera? He was like, well, you know, when he was, he punched like that, and he went like that, I go like that, and then he hit me, I look at him, I punch him back, he go like that, and then Jesus Christ. But I will say this, man, I was proud of Manny because he spoke English. And I'm not trying to be funny. That was the first time the world got to see a Filipino accent, and I was proud of Manny that day. And no disrespect to Antonio Barrera. No matter how many times he won the championship, he always spoke Spanish, and he's supposed to because he's Mexican. But that night, Manny said, I'm speaking English. I fucking applaud him for that. That's amazing. That was his moment, and he knew he shocked the fucking world, and I'm going to talk the best way I can to let everybody know who the fuck I am, and that's what he did. I remember HBO Sports gave him an interpreter. That's the truth. Look at that, look back. They gave him an interpreter. And I remember when Manny Pacquiao was done talking, they were like, thank you so much, Manny. And then they went to the interpreter and went, what did he say? And the interpreter's like, he's speaking English. You don't understand what the fuck he's saying. Everything he's saying, I'm saying too. You don't understand that? You don't understand Jesus Christ? Talaga? Puntang ina, walang iya talaga ito, ha? Son of a shit, you. Fuck you, huh? You know, I drink this water, bottled water, and it started, 9.5 pH is the one that was sold to me by my son. This is this generation. This is how good they got it, right? I'm paying like $5 a bottle. What the fuck am I doing? Because one day my son came home from school. It was like the 4th grade. I don't know what grade. It was really, he was really young. And he came back with a note from the teacher and it said, can you please pack bottled waters for your son? 3 bottles, if you don't mind, because we're shutting off the water fountains. I was like, what? They said, preferably 9.5 pH. Give him healthier water. I was like, Joe, what is this 9.5 pH water? He's like, oh, they want us to drink 9.5 pH water. It's healthier water for us. It's really healthy. What does pH stand for, Joe? He goes, perfect hydration. I go, what? So this fucker doesn't even know what it is. We both don't know. I go, why are they turning off the water fountains? Joe, what is this all about? He goes, oh, there's fluoride in the water, and it's not good for you, so they're shutting off all the water fountains because there's fluoride in the water. I go, Joe, you don't brush your teeth. You should drink all of that water. Fluoride in the water. They're turning off all the water fountains at the school. Shut them off. I had to start buying bottled waters for these kids. What the fuck? We drank all that water fountain. I think I came out all right. I think a lot of us did. We enjoyed water fountain moment. You remember that? That minute when each class had to come out. Each class got to come out and they'd line up single file line in front of that water fountain, and each kid got 10 seconds to drink as much water as he could. And all the other kids would count 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. And that kid's fucking 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000. That fucking kid was struggling. Because the plumber that installed the water fountain put the water pressure so low, it was barely dribbling over that nipple, and you just suck it and lick it. How healthy was that shit? Lick it, suck it. And what was that green, crusty shit? What the fuck was that? COVID-14? Kids don't even know what a hose is. They don't know what a hose is. That was our bottle of water. You rode around for 5 hours. You looked at your friend. You guys thirsty? Yeah. And you pulled up to any house with a hose in the front lawn. That was communal. Anyone got to use that shit. Public property. And you ran. We fucking ran. We all ran. Who would get the hose first? I got it first. That kid thought he won, but he didn't. Because he has no idea that there's water in the middle of the hose that boiled up to 450 degrees. Now he's about to get a mouthful of lava. Turn it on! Ah! These kids don't even know what a hose is. They don't know what a hose is. I asked my son the other day, I go, Joe, do you know what a hose is? He's like, those bitches at the club, Dad. I'm like, Joe. When you have a kid, you realize that women are the toughest creatures on earth. Tough for the men, hands down. You guys are tough for the men. You guys have babies, you know what I mean? You can't beat that. And see, there's men in here who are like, oh, what are you talking about? You ain't tougher than me. I used to play football. That's tough, football. You think you're tough because you catch a football? That's tough. That ain't tough. Let a football come out of your ass. That's tough. Sit in the delivery room, having a baby. Are you serious? No one can top a baby. Are you serious? I went in tough. You know what I mean? I went in, I had a hat that said coach. I went in tough. I was like, oh yeah, push, push. I said stuff like, we can do it. I ain't doing crap, push. Push, and then this head starts to pop out. I don't care how tough you are. Once that head pops out, you turn into the biggest bitch in the delivery room. Push, push. Okay, here he comes. Here you go. Okay, push. Oh my God. Oh, push. Oh my God, push. She's gonna die. Oh! Oh! Push. 8 pounds, 6 ounces. 8 pounds, 6 ounces. And here's the thing about guys. You see your baby coming, 8 pounds, 6 ounces. You see how big it gets. We don't go, oh, here comes my son, or here comes my daughter. We don't think like that. We see how big it gets. We're like, man, she lied. Right? You know how many times she stopped me in the middle and said, oh my God, you're hurting me. Shut, what? What are you talking To top 8 pounds, 6 ounces, there's no, what? I can start from the back of the room. I'm not gonna feel 8 pounds, 6 ounces? You can't top 8 pounds, 6 ounces. There's nothing a guy can do to top 8 pounds, 6 ounces. She won, there's nothing. 8 pounds, this is what it looked like right here, 8 pounds, 6 ounces. What am I gonna do with that? Me inside that is like a flashlight in a cave. It's so fun though, when you have a kid, like a little boy, man. I mean, the crazy thing about having a son, or just having a kid, is they can cry for anything. You know what I mean? They'll cry for anything. Like, it should be the smallest thing, and they'll cry like someone just died in the family. You know, they don't care, and they'll do it anywhere. At the mall, they don't care. They don't care that people are looking at you, and you're being a good dad because you don't want to give him a cookie because he hasn't had lunch yet. He'll cry, he doesn't care. Daddy, can I have a cookie? No, you haven't had lunch yet. I want a Daddy! I want cookie, Daddy! And then he'll pause, and you think he's done crying, but he's not. He's just building up more air to throw this bigger yell at you, like, ah! People are walking by like, get him a cookie. Bad enough he's wearing a helmet. That's something we should never grow out of. You know what I mean? Like, he got the cookie, he won. You know what I mean? We should always cry for stuff we want. You know what I mean? If you're in bed and you want sex, and she won't give it to you, like, can we do it tonight? Not tonight, I'm kind of tired. Your neighbors are gonna be like, just have sex with them.